rampant credit card debt?
What you've been waiting for, my credit card debt. I have 3 credit cards, one of which is my Apple credit card that I opened up when I got my MacBook. It's just another bill. That, no worries. Then I have my first credit card I ever had. It's literally not where my debt is. I opened up a new credit card from my friend's referral. I spent $5,000 in 3 months. Then we both got an extra 100,000 points. But this credit card translates to $1,000. So in my head, I said, oh my God, this is girl math. I want to upgrade my flight to first class. So it'll basically be free with these.
It'll basically be free. You just had to spend, $5,000 first.
Points. Okay, cool. So I girl math that, but then I'm like, oh shit, I have to spend $5,000. Fast forward, the 3 months ends in July. However, I spent the $5,000 within the first month. Okay, so Girly Pop has the points, and this isn't even that bad, but it's bad for me because, like I said in my previous video, I treat my credit cards like debit cards. So if I don't have the money, I'm not buying it.
Clearly, you don't.
But this was an exception. I'm 30 years old now. I went on a trip to Greece, whatever.
What does it mean? Because I'm a certain age, I can just go into debt and go to Greece. How does that work?
The debt on this credit card is $3,540.23. I already paid off a couple of grand before my credit card statement was due, June 15th. So I already paid off, I think it was $2,600. For that big chunk, I did take it out of my savings because my savings is big enough where I don't have to worry, and I just wanted to make sure that my statement was...
Clearly not. If you have it doesn't make sense to have savings and also have debt. Take your money out of savings and pay off the debt. It makes no sense. No high yield savings account is going to make this worth it. Neither is putting it into the S&P 500. No, it's not. That shit can go down, and it will soon.
Was paid off by the due date, so no interest accruing that I would have to pay for in the next statement. Does that make sense? My current balance is $3,540.23. I have currently, that's going to be applied to my next statement, 112,460 points, which translates to $1,124.60. So I subtract that from my balance. With the points applied,
I don't think that's how it works, by the way. I don't think you can just do that.
$2,415.63. I have been saving cash outside of my Unbreakable Piggy Bank, knowing that I was going to Greece and I needed a backup stash of cash just in case. So for that, I have $1,400. I'm going to deposit that into my account and pay off some credit card debt. With that applied, I will owe $1,015.63. Now my next credit card statement is due in 4 weeks.
Oh my God, I'm exhausted. This is just too much, man. Good luck. I hope you get out of it.
You in some way, even though I was just talking about myself. Love you. Bye.
I have $16,991.57 in credit card debt, and 2025 is the year that I start to make a dent in that. I'm bringing TikTok with me because I'm using TikTok to hold myself accountable and track my journey.
I am starting with the card with the highest balance of $5,777 and some change because that is the card with the highest minimum payment. The minimum payment on that card is $191, and that is the hardest minimum payment to keep up with month to month. Tomorrow, I will be making a
It's just the minimum too, so most of that's interest, so.
$400 payment on this card. Now, this is not one of those journeys where I'm going to be making hundreds or even thousands of dollars progress at a time all the time because I don't make enough to do that. I'm going to use my Opportune Savings app to help me. I do have a credit card fund on there, so every month I will cash that out and make that payment towards that high balance card. It's Home Depot, by the way. I will also...
Good luck.
Americans' debt has reached the highest point in history, and I wanted to look at the numbers specifically of credit card debt, which I found has peaked at $1.2 trillion in credit card debt in the United States. So what I wanted to know of the American households who carry credit card debt, about how much they're carrying. What I found is that there are approximately 123.3 million American households, 76.4% of which carry credit cards. Therefore, approximately 94.2 million American households carry credit cards. And of those, approximately 48% as of January 2025 carry a balance on their credit cards. Thus, about 45.2 million American households carry balances on their credit cards each month. So if you take the 1.2 trillion divided by this amount, that is an average of about $26.5 thousand Americans who carry credit cards have on their card.
Damn. Of course, that's the average. I wonder what the median is, but I used to be up there 10,000, 8,000. You know, now I'm like floating 1 or 2K, but yeah, I had it bad.
Now, this won't be exactly accurate because it doesn't take into consideration the amount of money in that 1.2 trillion that would be paid off this month by the 52% that pay off theirs monthly, right? Safe to say that an average of 20 to 25,000 is an alarming amount of money that people who carry credit cards are on average carrying.
And if you're paying the minimum, it's going to take you 25 years, 35 years. You have to like ferociously attack that, like with a passion, or it's just there forever. But all right, I'm going to end it.